guys, welcome to Trash to Treasure, where I find discarded things that were thrown away, just utterly broken and unusable to most people. Things I find in a dumpster that I make new, that I clean up, and that I repurpose. So if you guys have some candles that you found or other candles that you might have laying around that are half burnt, this is going to be a good episode for you because I'm going to show you exactly what to do with your junk candles. Right now these are all broken, full of glass, they got dirt all over them. These candles are pretty much what they look like. They're dumpster candles. And I'm going to show you how to repurpose them, how to clean them, and how to get the glass off of them. And then I'm going to show you a couple tips that I have so that you can make sure that when you are repurposing your candles, you keep the smells as high quality as possible. I'll show you right now how to do it. So here we have a broken candle with glass shards. Now the most efficient way to get all the glass off your broken candles is to pop it in the freezer for 30 minutes or until the wax gets cold enough to release from the glass. Once the wax is chilled, they just magically pop right out of the jars. Just like magic. Voila. And that's the easiest way to get the candle out of the container. The wax gets cold and it releases from the glass. So I'm going to show you right now how to get your candles out of the mess that they're in and get them ready to be turned in to new beautiful candles. Yet again, broken glass. Now when you're doing this, you know, please be careful. I'm just a crazy redneck and I never use gloves, but really you should, especially with, you know, sharp glass like that. But all you gotta do now that it's frozen, boop. That's how easy it is. Throw your glass away, but always make sure to remember what the scent was. Always label your candles. I actually went to the Dollar Tree and bought some labels for this particular video. I got labels and I'm going to show you exactly how to clean them and store them so that you can repurpose them. After you got them out of the glass, you're going to want to clean them. All this black stuff or glass or any dirt that is on them, I'm going to show you exactly how to clean them up. Remember guys, please don't use pans or pots that you're going to be cooking with. This is my candle pot and it always just has wax in it. That's all I use it for. I don't use it for cooking. Anything that's on the outside, the broken glass, the fingerprints, the dumpster juice, whatever's on it. Melt everything down, including the glass shards and dumpster funk. You're gonna see a lot of dirt, a lot of glass, just all the gross stuff that is on the candle will be in the pan as you melt it down. When you are done melting down your candles, you will be left with a mixture of wax, dirt, and glass. You are now going to need to strain that chaos through a fine mesh strainer. This is when the wax looks the worst. But worry not, you will be straining it twice. And this is why you have to strain it twice, because I'm sure I'm actually forcing some of the contaminants into the wax. And then we're gonna have to melt it down and strain it through Pantyhose.
You could also use cheesecloth.
I don't have any, but yeah, I have Pantyhose.
Yeah,
I'm
right?
like I'm that kind of.
Right? Get the Pantyhose, honey.
Oh yeah, cheesecloth would be so fancy.
I know.
And professional.
I know. That would be for people who go to the store,
yeah.
not the dumpster.
Yeah. Okay, so we have the Legs Ultra Sheer Pantyhose tied around our...
They're the bee's knees.
These are tied around the strainer, and we are going to gently pour the wax through the fine mesh pantyhose. It's important to strain your wax twice if it is particularly dirty. The pantyhose help catch any speck of dirt or glass that the first strainer missed. So here is the clean wax.
Nice. Look at that. Oh my goodness.
Yep, it's amazing, right? Now that we have our clean wax, we're going to pour it into our mold, and this is
nice.
the silicone mold.
Okay.
And once this is dry, we can make candles. So we're actually straining it 3 times, just to make sure that it's nice and clean when it goes into the mold.
Wow. Nice.
And then,
Yeah.
voila! In about an hour or 2,
Wow, what a difference.
we'll pull it out of the mold and you'll see some
Dang.
nice, clean, usable wax.
That is awesome.
And there you have it. So this is after straining it twice. It's gonna make some pretty candles. So here I have wax from about 4 different candles. And the reason that these are all together is because I am storing my wax by their scents. Every one of these candles, this one was peach mimosa, this one was Georgia peach. So each one of these are a peach candle. And if I'm gonna melt candles down to make someone a peach scented candle, I'm gonna use the waxes that are in this bag. I'm going to chop these into even smaller pieces. The best way for me to store candle wax is in very, very small pieces, so that when I need to make a candle, I can just reach in, pull out a handful of wax, and start layering it into my candle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a knife and I'm going to chop these into small pieces, put them back into a Ziploc bag, and label them as a peach wax that I can use for a candle in the near future. And this is how I'm actually going to store my peach wax for any time that I have to, if somebody requests a peach candle, I'll have my wax ready to go, and this will actually be the wax that I make the candle with. And before I put them in the Ziploc bags, I'm actually going to add some peaches and cream essential oils, so that when they are in the Ziploc bag, they are going to have a really nice peachy oil that they can sit in for as long as they're going to be in that Ziploc bag. The peach oil will be making it smell. Oh yeah, that just smells like peach pie. And it's kind of warm in here, so I can smell these oils and these waxes. They're actually amazing. This is going to be a really, really special candle for somebody. And then I'll show you what the candle actually looks like. When you layer and stack your wax, you get such a cool effect, and it smells so much better than if you had melted it down to put it in your container. And I'll show you what one of those looks like right now. This is actually a little happy birthday candle that I made, and this is the cool effect that it gives when you layer your wax into your mold instead of pouring it in. This was actually an empty container. I took wax just like this, and I dropped it in, and I layered it, and I pressed it down a little bit. And then the only wax that ever got melted was I would take wax just like this, and I would melt just that wax, and I would pour it over the unmelted wax. So when someone gets this candle, oh yeah, I put little confettis in it because it was a special celebration birthday candle. Whenever somebody lights this, all of these little chunks that are in there have never been burned. So this candle is going to smell ultra potent and really high intensity. Here's another candle I made using the same technique. This is it's like a marine scent. And this one, as you can see, all the little bits and pieces in there, that is actually the wax that I take and I drop it in. I put the wick up through the wax. All the wax is stacked up to the top, and then I melt my wax and pour it over the unmelted wax. And you can see the layers. So this candle has like a really nice sea salt marine smell. I took a lot of time on this candle. As you can see, every little piece in there is going to burn for the very first time when someone lights this candle. So it makes it really special and it makes it high potency, which is really awesome. Here's another birthday candle I made. Stacked all the wax to the top. Oh, it smells so good. This one is like a fruity cupcake. It has like so many different scents in it. I think I used 5 different waxes to stack the waxes up. And then I put a cupcake wax over the top that I melted down. So it's a cupcake wax with like really fruity pieces of candle mixed in. Really nice celebration candle, but it gives it a really, really high potent smell. And it's just so pretty. When you do it that way, you get all the colors of all the waxes that you use. And it's just a really pretty candle. So let's get this into the Ziploc bag. Now that the essential oils are on it, they're ready to be stored. So I just went to the Dollar Tree and I bought a bunches of boxes of the, the dollar store Ziploc bags. I bought quart sizes and I bought gallon sizes. So for a mixture like this where there's like 4 or 5 different candles in it, I'm going to use the gallon size and put the wax in there and then add a label, which I also got from the Dollar Tree. I'll add one of these labels. I'll put the label on it, and that's how I'm going to store it. With the essential oils that I've already put on my wax, I'm going to store it permanently until someone orders a peach candle. And there you have it. The wax is fresh. So I'm going to go ahead and put my label on it, and this is going to be ready to store. And that's what I'm going to do for every scent that I have. That's the best way to store your candles. And they're ready to go when you need them. And when you're storing your bags, definitely don't store peach with like musk. Find a place just for your fruity waxes. Like I'll put my peach with my lemon waxes or my watermelons, oranges, any kind of fruity type wax. I'll store those all together. Definitely you want to have like bakery waxes, all your cookie scents, your chocolates, your caramels. Store those all in one spot. Store your like your mermaid smells, your sea salts, your water lilies. Store all those together. Store your florals together. So that when sometimes you never know, like through Ziplocs, one smell might linger on to another smell. So you don't want your peach smelling like mermaid. You know what I mean? So always keep your bakery waxes with those waxes and your fruity waxes with your fruity waxes. And you'll always have really, really nice wax to work with. Now that you know how to clean your wax and get it ready for storage, I wanted to show you really quickly how to stack the wax in your candle jars. So I got these from Amazon, which are just simple wicks. You just drop that in there.
Almost forgot to tell you to always secure your wick with hot glue or wick stickers.
Wick stickers, which are awesome. They're actually sticky on both sides. You can order these on Amazon. The point of these is to make sure that your wick stays where you want it
When you're pouring your wax in.
and once your wax is in here, that's when you're going to melt down the final, just get a handful or two of your peach wax, if you're making a peach candle, of course. You're going to melt this down and pour it over these wax cubes. And once it's all cooled down, it'll look something like this. And as the candle burns down, it's always going to run into a new piece of wax that's never been burned. So it's going to smell great from start to finish. It's a really great technique, especially if you are trying to sell your candles. You don't want to sell some watered down version of a candle that someone can buy in Bath & Body Works. You want your candles to be even prettier than what Bath & Body Works sells. And if they smell amazing, well, that's just a win-win. Well, that's what I wanted to teach you guys today. I hope you learned something. I hope you at least learned how to clean your candle wax, chop it into pieces, put it in your Ziploc. If you have essential oils to add to it while it's being stored, even better. That makes it even more potent. And layer your wax so that it's always fresh and new. And if you sell your candles like that, you will always be selling high quality, really cute, really sellable candles. I hope you learned something. Love you guys.
For anyone looking for great smelling essential oils, I recommend Eternal Essence fragrance oils. You can purchase them on Amazon and they come in multiple sets of fragrance combinations. The price is right and the scents are strong and long lasting.